Etsy versus Shopify. Which one is better? In today's video, I'll be discussing which one I prefer, which one I think works best, and the pros and cons for both. So with that being said, welcome to today's video. My name is Benjamin Davis. I help e-commerce brands and businesses grow their business. We help businesses go from 4 figures to 5 figures, 6 figures to 7 figures, and 8 figures and beyond. So with that being said, let's just jump straight in. The benefit of an Etsy store is you have an audience pre-built in. So although their fees are typically high, and you have to pay a fee on every single purchase, you have an audience that is essentially built straight in. So if someone types in, for instance, handmade towels, you essentially will come up with all the other sellers for handmade towels. So some of the pros for this are all the money that Etsy takes essentially from their sellers. They obviously reinvest a certain proportion of that back into advertising and marketing. Therefore, you don't have to, as a seller, spend money on marketing and advertising. The audience is, as I said, it's pre-built in. So as Etsy spends so much money on marketing and advertising, typically they appear very, very high on ranked searches like Google. Plus, if you as a seller and all the other Etsy sellers are promoting their stores and their shops, you're also promoting the Etsy brand. So this has a bit of a double-edged sword, because obviously you could potentially be promoting your competitors if they happen to land on there. So it's almost like shared traffic, for want of a better word. Whereas if you have a Shopify store, you can build obviously that from scratch, and it is then the onus is almost on you as the owner of the store to generate that traffic. So if you own a new brand or you're just starting out, Etsy is a great way to do that, as you're not having to invest your own money essentially in the marketing strategy. However, on the flip side of that, if you have a Shopify store and you have a proven product that works and is selling, Shopify is a great way to capitalize and take advantage on that on your brand. And also when you send traffic, you're not sharing it with anyone else, so it's much more beneficial. So although if you're a new seller, selling on Etsy does seem like the easier option, as it has a pre-built audience there are other factors that you do need to take into account when doing this. Even though you've got your store and your listings on there, the traffic necessarily isn't going to come to you. You have to have an understanding, or a bit more of an understanding, on how their algorithm works. By this, I mean you have to, they will determine obviously how new your listing is, how new you have renewed your listing, how much engagement your listing is getting, and how many people are clicking on your listing. So there are certain tips that will help generate more traffic and more clicks for your listing, and we will go through those at the end. And if you do decide to go with Shopify, the onus on you is there as a brand owner, business owner, to make sure that your site and your site design is very well done. The site loading speed is very good. This all accounts for the user experience, and to help make sure that your user, the customer, has a great experience, so they want to purchase from you and they want to come back again and again. So I think as far as this video goes, I don't have a definitive answer or a recommendation whether Etsy or Shopify is better. I really do think it depends on what product you're selling and your niche. In my my personal opinion, I think if you're an individual that's selling physical products, Etsy is a great way to get started, and also it's a good way to validate your product and validate your idea. And then once you have sales and proven record and reviews, etc., you can then move that across to Shopify, as you'll have a bit of momentum and you can invest money in your own marketing and then make sales, and you'll become more profitable that way. However, if you're an existing brand owner or business owner, Shopify is great. It's a pre-built almost website tool, almost drag and drop to a certain extent, where you can build really sleek looking sites and product pages very quickly and easily. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today. Sorry I don't have a definitive answer, but it really does depend on your own personal experience. Comment below which one is your favorite, whether it's Etsy or whether it's Shopify, and why you think that is. And alternatively, if you've got any questions as well, please drop them in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.